Several potential Republican presidential candidates are showing their support for a controversial abortion bill. CBN News has obtained letters from many of them backing a measure called the fetal pain bill that would ban abortions after 20 weeks. David Brody brings us that story.
It is being called the most important pro-life legislation to come along in quite some time. A federal attempt to ban all abortions after 20 weeks, the halfway point of pregnancy. It's commonly referred to as the fetal pain bill because of the prevailing medical opinion that an unborn baby can feel pain by then. Senator Lindsey Graham is the main sponsor of the bill.
If you're telling parents to sing to the baby because they understand your voice, really, should we be aborting a child at that stage in the pregnancy? I don't want anybody carrying the Republican banner that doesn't get this.
That's why Graham, along with pro-life groups like the Susan B. Anthony List and National Right to Life, are pressuring possible Republican presidential contenders to get behind the bill, even though many Democrats and pundits will consider it toxic. And the response so far?
Great response. All the major candidates, I think, will be with us.
CBN News has obtained those letters of support. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush calls the bill humane and compassionate. Mike Huckabee says the effort is pro-life and pro-woman. And Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal considers it common sense. All told, letters in support came in from Bush, Jindal, Huckabee, along with Florida Senator Marco Rubio, former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, and Texas Senator Ted Cruz. As for other potential Republican candidates, Texas Governor Rick Perry did sign a similar version of this bill in his state, and Wisconsin Congressman and former vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan supported the version in the U.S. House. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker have yet to provide letters. Supporters say a law banning abortions after 20 weeks is long overdue. Currently, the United States is one of only 7 countries that allows elective abortions after 20 weeks. The others? North Korea, Canada, China, the Netherlands, Singapore, and Vietnam. Polling seems to be on their side, too. 55% of Americans think abortion should be banned after 20 weeks, and the number is even higher among women. It's at 60%.
This one has caught fire. This is wildly popular. And it's wildly popular certainly with pro-life people. Of course we want to protect those children. But it's also very popular with Democratic women. It's also popular with young people. It's very popular with women. That's called consensus.
But critics beg to differ, thinking that because Roe v. Wade is the law of the land, this bill won't hold up constitutionally, arguing that the baby isn't viable outside the womb until 22 weeks, not 20.
Roe v. Wade says that the government has a compelling interest to protect the unborn at medical viability. That's 1973. A lot has changed since 1973.
But what about the concern that pushing this will give Democrats more ammunition to peddle their campaign theme that the Republicans are carrying out a war on women? Graham clearly welcomes the challenge.
Bring it on. I want this debate.
He could get it if Republicans take back the Senate in the upcoming midterm elections. Right now, though, the Senate Democratic leadership won't bring the bill up for a vote, even though it's already passed in the House, and versions of it have passed in 13 states across the country. But if Republicans do win the Senate, the debate about what happens to an unborn baby in an abortion could be front and center once again. David Brody, CBN News, Washington.